Welcome to Newsome MMA in association with MMA Play 365. I'm your host, John Prentice, and today I have the pleasure of being joined by the former Cage Warriors lightweight champion and now UFC lightweight, Jai Herbert. The news was released recently that Jai had been signed on a 4-fight contract to the UFC, and he's set to debut at UFC London on March 21st, where he takes on Marc Diakiese. Jai, first and foremost, huge congratulations and thank you for joining me. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Good. You saying you good, yeah?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good.
Yeah,
All
man.
the better for
Sound.
speaking to you as
Yeah.
always.
Sweet, man. What's going
Now,
down?
I have to ask, Jai Herbert, UFC lightweight, how does that sound to you, man?
Um, it sounds normal now. You know what I mean? It's meant to be. You know what I mean? I was meant to be. I'm meant to be on this big stage now. I'm meant to be fighting on the world class athletes. So I knew it was coming. I worked hard for this moment. So it was glad. I was happy to get the call, and I was really I was over the moon. But I knew it was coming. If that makes any sense to you.
Absolutely. So, how did this come about? Because obviously, I spoke to you after your last win,
Yeah.
and obviously, you're hoping you get the call up. I saw you at a golden ticket fight promotions event as well, and you said you'd not heard anything, and you were just kind of taking it all in your stride. When was it that you heard from the UFC? When was it that they got in contact to
Um.
say this is it? We want to sign you?
Yeah. So basically, I've seen you at Golden Ticket, and I was still saying, "Oh, look, they're saying they got to cut a few guys before they didn't get me in."
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. So they're still saying that, but Graham says, oh, I'm going over to I'm going over to the States in January, for around the same time Connor's fighting.
Yes.
So boom, he's gone over there. So I've got a few meetings with him. So he said he's had a few meetings and all that stuff. So this was a couple of weeks ago. This was about 3 weeks ago, I think,
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago. So then he's rang me up and that, and he's like, oh, it's like FaceTime me. He's going, oh, all right, mate. Just asking me random questions. Can you how fast do you think you can make lightweight if we need to get you in on short notice? And all these questions, and I'm thinking, well, maybe about 3-4 weeks. And he's like, oh, okay, and well, I'll have the meeting with the Dana and that now, and then I'll get back to you. So now I'll come off the phone, and I'm like, oh god. So they want I might, it's not happening really. They might want to just get me in on bloody short notice or something.
Yeah.
Next thing 2 minutes later, he's rang me back, and I'm like, all right, mate. He says, yeah, and Joy, all serious and that. You in the UFC? I was only winding you up. And I was like, you, mate. I was like, no way. And my missus and that and the daughter was going crazy and that, and I was just laughing, man. Proper dummy over. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, it was a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I got the shout, so they offered me the contract, and then boom, I think not this Friday, last Friday, he's gone. Oh, boom, do you want to fight in on London? I was like, yeah, sound. He said, who you got? For me, he's gone. Oh, Diakiese. I said, yeah, sound. I says, obviously, I've got to speak to Tom first. But yeah, sweet. And then Tom says, yeah, 100%. And I was like, yeah, whatever, sweet, no problem. And then obviously that's how it came about.
And the rest is history, as they say. I mean,
Exactly.
was there any point where you didn't think you'd get that call up and you'd be on another Cage Warriors card? Because obviously we've got Cage Warriors
Yeah.
Birmingham coming up again. Did it start to creep into your mind when you hadn't heard anything that you were going to be on another Cage Warriors card? You'd have to defend that belt, and then maybe the call would come after that.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that, to be fair. But I was just gonna train anyway. It's a bit ironic, really, because I seen the Stevie Ray and the Diakiese fight on the card. I thought, I'll just train in case one of them drops out or something. I'll just get ready for UFC London March, and obviously if nothing happens by fight week, then I'll tone it down a bit, and then I'll get ready for the April card,
Yeah.
Cage Warriors card. But then obviously it's ironic because then boom, they've rang me and says, oh, CV Ray's out, boom, do you want to, they're offering, do you want to fight Marc Diakiese? I was like, yeah, sound. You know
Awesome,
what
man.
I mean?
Now, obviously, you also recently announced some more fantastic news in that you and your other half are having a baby. I mean, how does this help in obviously the build up to that, because it provides that kind of financial stability and things. I mean, it's I guess to you it's like all your birthdays have come at once with the
Yeah.
two fantastic pieces of news.
Yeah, man, it is, man. It's all planned out. It's all worked out really well, to be fair. Yeah, obviously, getting to UFC and that'll all um that'd be great, like financially and stuff. You know, it'll be it will help a great deal. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that really. But I'm like most excited about meeting my new son. Like, to be honest, this I'm like keeping me level headed with the UFC. You know, I don't want to get which I won't get over like too over like, oh god, you know, it's the UFC.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 20,000 people and all that shit. But it is what it is, isn't it? So just, it doesn't matter, does it? It could be in the cage or the car park. It don't really matter, does it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm looking forward to meeting my new son, and then obviously, yeah, I'm looking forward to the UFC, but I'm not getting above myself, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Now, you've spoken before about your some of the setbacks you've had. Obviously, you spoke on other podcasts as well about how you were taken off other organisations' cards, as they said that you weren't a big ticket seller and things. I mean,
Yeah.
just tell me how much does this mean, given the fact that all those incidents happened, and did you think back at the time when the other organisation was saying this to you, did you still think, did you have confidence in your ability, and did you know that you'd be making it to the top one day?
Yeah, 100%. I believed in myself. Yeah, 100%. I thought, well, I don't really think about that anymore, to be honest. Like all that, that Bama stuff and that, like, you know, just because they didn't like, because that was going about the ticket sales and all that crap, like, and I left there, like, well, we had like, you know, they dropped me from the couple of fights. I just left. Yeah, I was 100% confident. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh god, that's it for me. No way. I always knew I was gonna get to the top. You know what I mean? I know I'm confident in my ability. Know for a fact I'm gonna do well in the UFC.
Absolutely. Now, something else I have to ask you about is we've spoken before about you leaving your job as a scaffolder to train full time if you made it to the UFC. Firstly, has that happened yet? And if so, how did they take the news? If not, is that still in the pipeline? Are you going to look to just pursue your MMA career full time now?
Yeah, 100%. Last Friday, you know, it's 8 weeks out from the fight. Last Friday, I quit my job. Like, I just thought I'll go 100% at this now. I mean, I've never done 8 weeks without like full fight camp without working. I've usually just have like 4 weeks off towards the end. So now I've got extra 4 weeks off. You know, it's just gonna benefit me like tenfold. Like, it's gonna be even loads better. And obviously after, like, I won't be working after the fight. I'll be still training. I'll be able to train the day instead of going to work. You know, it's just gonna. It's, you know, sky's the limit, man. You know, it's gonna be great to see how much I can, how far I can go. How, you know, how as a martial artist, how much I can grow and get better.
Did they take the news well? Did they? Were they understanding? And
yeah, to be fair though, the gaffer, the last place I was working at, he's lads like in the GB boxing team.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he sort of like, he knows the crack with the fight camps and all that stuff. You know what I mean? He sort of knows, what you have to do to get to the top and that. So he was sound about it. Really, he says, yeah, man, give it your all. You know what I mean? And smash it, like. So he went bothered. But I was self-employed anyway, so they can't say nothing anyway. And I'm not really asked anyway if they did. You know what I mean? But nah, he took it. He was sound about it. To be fair to him, so yeah, man, fair play.
Absolutely. Now, for the listeners that don't follow Cage Warriors and they'll be seeing you for the first time when you step into the UFC octagon, what would you say you bring to the promotion and to this lightweight division in the UFC?
You know, I bring like, I'd say a little bit of different style. I've got like a good like an amateur boxing style. You know, very light on my feet, very in and out. Good hands, good technique. You know, good straight punches, left hook. You know, so that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a nice crisp technique, which, you know, you don't see it a lot all the time in the UFC. So I think they're gonna be for a surprise when they see me. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, you know what, this kid's wow, this kid's got some skills, man. And you know, I'm gonna look to put on the show and you know, work my way up into the you know, to the UFC belt, because that's what it's all about. You get me? If you don't believe you're gonna get to the belt, then what's the point of doing it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about your opponent, Marc Diakiese. He's a former Bama champion, taking on a former Cage Warriors champion. He's a dangerous guy. He's got good experience in the UFC. What are your thoughts on the matchup? Do you think he might take you? Do you think he might be a little bit naive going into that fight, take you a bit lightly, given the fact that it's your promotional debut? What are your thoughts on that matchup? Because as fans, we cannot wait to see it.
Yeah.
a lot of people I've seen already on social media are saying this could be a potential fight of the night between the two of you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great matchup. You know what I mean? You know, Mark's he's a great fighter. He's a really good striker. He's dangerous. He's very athletic. You know, he's had a few losses in the UFC and then he's bounced back. His last couple of fights, he's got the wins. You know what I mean? So he's on a good little streak himself. So this will be a good matchup. You know what I mean? Yeah. What did he ask me? Sorry. What else did he ask me?
Do you think he might take you a little bit naively?
Naive. That's it. Sorry.
Your
No, I
professional
don't.
debut. Or?
I don't think he will, because at the end of the day, like, I thought, I main evented on Cage Warriors, fought for the belt, fought like some top level opponents. Like some of my last fights, they're the UFC level fights.
Yeah.
So he knows I'm gonna be, on that level, you know what I mean, up there. So I doubt he'll be taking me on naive. Like, he's obviously watched my fights. I don't think anyone will be taking me lightly.
Absolutely not after that recent streak of knockouts. I don't think anybody will be taking you lightly in this lightweight division at all.
No.
Are there going to be any nerves for you heading into that fight? I mean, UFC debut, O2 Arena in London, like you say, 20,000 fans. It sold out in minutes actually today as we speak.
Yeah. Nightmare, isn't it, for people getting tickets, man?
Oh, it certainly is, man. It certainly is, and they need to get back over here more often. But
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is some stage to make your debut, isn't it? I mean, do you think there'll be any nerves for you going in there?
I think there will be nerves and that, but I'll have my corner team there. Everyone will be. A good thing as well about this one as well. I think it's in London.
Yep.
I ain't in the arse end of Brazil or bloody America or something with one corner man. You know what I mean? Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in that. It's in London. I'll have Leon's there headlining, so half my team's gonna be down there anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like in Cage Warriors, like Rocky was saying. It's just gonna be exactly, as soon as you get in there, it's just gonna be exactly like you're in a fighting. It's like Cage Warriors. It's not the same. Like Leon, Tom was saying as well. As soon as you get in there, you'll just see it's exactly the same as any other fight. You know what I mean? As soon as you start, you touch gloves or whatever, you going at it. It's just exactly the same. And I think as soon as I walk out and I get in the cage, I'll be sweet anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's only fighting. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Have you spoke to teammates Leon Edwards, Tom Breeze? Obviously, both have experienced UFC fighters. Been on the UFC roster for some time. Have you spoken to those guys yet about that transition from Cage Warriors or more of the regional shows to the UFC, or is that something you'll speak about with them the nearer to the event that you get?
Nah. I've already we just had a little discussion about it, and then that was it done. You know what I mean? I wasn't really. They're saying, like, at the end of the day, it's just, trust me. The one thing that I remember Rocky said to me, he said, if you want to be great, you got to do great things. And after he said that, and I spoke to Tom, and he's saying, at the end of the day, as soon as you get in there, it's just you and the other guy. That's it. It's like any other fight. And at the end of the day, that's what it is, isn't it? And at the end of the day, it's only fighting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of worse things to do in life, or a lot of more things you can be under pressure in. So all it is having a little tear up.
I don't think I've heard anyone be so calm about going in, making their UFC debut, and just describing it as just a little tear up. It's fantastic.
It's how it's got to be, though, isn't it? Because if you make it into another big thing, then you're just gonna play. It's gonna play a part in your fight. Like, you're gonna be nervous, all jittery, and that. You're not gonna be. You got to be level-headed. You got to be cold-minded, cold-blooded, cold-hearted, and then just go for it, man.
Have you seen that before from a lot of guys who have made that transition? Because there's so many guys who do really well in promotions like Cage Warriors and Bama when Bama were going strong and things like that. They come from even over the other side of the pond in America. They come from these other promotions, come to the UFC. And do you think a lot of people do let the bright lights of the UFC get to them and it affects their points? Because you see them go back to a regional show and they perform fantastically again, and people think, well, why can't they do it on the big stage? Do you think a lot of people let those bright lights get to them?
I think so, yeah. But I'm sort of like, I'm not really like sort of buzzing for a fight, but I am now. I'm thinking like, I can't wait to like get in them, like Dan Hardy or Joe Rogan and all them man like be saying, oh yeah, his technique's great. Look at this, look at the way he's moving, all that stuff. That right hand's great, all that shit. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm buzzing like that man's gonna be saying that shit about me. and I'm going to be in there and getting interviewed by these people, and all these like the world are going to see. This is what I've been working for. Like this, I'm excited for people to see my skills. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's going to be a bit nerve wracking and all that stuff, but I'm going to see all these people there ringside and everything. Like, I can't wait to like can't wait to like show it off.
I think that's certainly the way to think about things. I think when fighters do come up and make that move into the UFC, they've got to think of it in the same sort of manner that you are, in order to, as you say, maximise their potential really and show off the skills that they do have. Because obviously these guys to get to the UFC has to have that skill set in the first place.
Yeah.
How do you see the fight playing out between you and Marc? Because obviously, I'm sure you know a lot about him. Like you say, you think he knows a lot about you, seeing you on the Cage Warriors shows. How do you think it's going to play out between the two of you?
Yeah, I think it'd just be a striking match predominantly, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'll just keep it simple. Keep it at range. Good footwork, good movement. Picking my shots. I think, he'll probably, try and load up a lot. And then, we'll see how it goes. But, I've got a little think how it's going to go. But what I'm going to do is, how I usually do is, footwork, work your feints, work the jab, work the movement, and everything comes off that, mate. I don't really like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You just got to, that's how I build it up. That's how I've been taught anyway. You know what I mean? Footwork, feints, jab, then boom, everything comes off that.
That's one thing that you've when we've spoken before as well, you've really emphasised to me about how it's so important to master the basics really. Like you said, work behind the jab, utilise good head movement, utilise good footwork. For you, is that the blueprint to being a successful fighter? Not thinking about anything overly flashy before you head into the fight. Just get those basics on point, and then everything else can come after that.
100%, mate. 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I see too many guys. Sometimes I watch UFC fights, and I'm looking at guys, and I'm thinking, not one of these guys is throwing a jab. They're all like throwing like overhand rights and that before they even jabbed and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And like mad spinning kicks before they even jabbed and found the range and shit. Like, just it's all about being efficient. I mean, it's being precise, being efficient. And that's what I think. It's all about the basics, and then everything else builds off that. Once you start getting your jab going, your backhand, your switch kick, you right back roundhouse, then you can start working all like combinations and stuff. That's how I work anyway. Other people work different, but that's how I see it anyway.
And it's certainly proving successful for you with knockout after knockout on your resume.
Yeah, man, doing bits, man.
Now, you get past Marc Diakiese, UFC London. Have you thought about what you want to do next? Have you thought about possibly how many times you want to fight this year? Have you seen anyone in the lightweight division that you like the looks of stylistically?
No, I haven't been thinking about this past this fight, man. Like, you want to fight next and all that, you know what I mean? I would like to fight 3 times a year, but I haven't been thinking about anyone else or anything. No, fully focused on fighting. I'm fighting Marc. You know what I mean? He's a very dangerous opponent, as you know. So yeah, I'm thinking about fighting no one else. I'll just keep I'm focused on myself, obviously at the moment, improving my skills and everything, and fully focused on this fight. So yeah, man. But obviously after this, it'd be nice to get one in the summer, then one in the towards the end of the year, towards Christmas. That'd be ideal.
Excellent. Now, Jai, I have to say a huge thank you for joining me. A huge congratulations again for the call up to the UFC. I know that many fans out there on social media cannot wait to see this fight. They cannot wait to see you in the UFC. They've been calling for it for some time. Just before you leave me, the floor's now yours. If you have any messages for fans, sponsors, family, it's all yours.
Yeah, man. I just want to, say a big shout out to Renegade, Jiu-Jitsu, all my team down there. Coaches, Firewalker Martial Arts, Wolfpack Fitness. My main sponsor, Green Hill Sport UK. Yeah, man, all my teams, all my missus Jay, my family. I'm doing it for all of them. So yeah, man. So everyone, get yourself down there. It's gonna be amazing. Like, if you can get tickets, that is, which is it's just a nightmare. I know at the minute, but
absolutely.
When the fans get there, it's gonna be a great night for them, man. Great show, great fights on. Got Leon and Rocky on the main fight. he gets the win there, which I'm very confident he will do. He'll get a shot at the welterweight title. So it's going to be an exciting night.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we cannot wait. Jai, thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy your weekend and thank you.
cheers, brother. Cheers. See you later.